All right, guys, today I want to talk about the biggest error players make when it comes to hitting serves. And this happens at every level. And that is stretching too high to contact the ball. You have to let the ball drop a little bit. I'm going to explain the problems that come from stretching too high. And I'm going to explain what you can gain from letting the ball drop a little bit lower. All right, so firstly, if you're stretching really high to strike this tennis ball, it's going to put your wrist in a vulnerable position. You're not going to be stable and you're going to end up using your wrist a lot. If I went up to that fence and just smacked it, I would want my wrist in this position where the racket would be to the inside of the angle of my arm. That's where I would feel the strongest. If I started to stretch higher and went and hit that fence, I don't think I would feel the strength and my wrist would be in a vulnerable and unstable position. Now, once we're in that position, fully stretched and extended, and the wrist is a little bit weak, we tend to have to use the wrist to move the racket head, which is not ideal. We want to be able to pronate. And the way we can pronate is to rotate the arm and the racket around the body. So what we want the arm to do is rotate through. And if you're fully extended, what you end up doing is this. So once we can let the ball drop a little bit, we're going to have that stability and we're going to have the ability to rotate the arm through, which is going to move the racket around your body effortlessly, efficiently, and quickly. Now, not only does reaching high really ruin your ability to hit a great first serve, a great serve in general, once you start spinning the ball, it's going to be extremely important, especially if you want to hit a kick serve, that you can let the ball drop and you can start getting this racket angle very steep, right to the inside of the angle of the arm. The more you end up in this kind of position, where the arm and the racket are in a straight line, the more that's going to hinder your ability to hit a good spin serve. So if I want to hit a kick serve here, I need to let the ball drop. I need to strike the ball with the racket at this kind of angle. The next thing that seems to happen when people are trying to stretch up high to strike the ball is they tend to jump and then hit. They're trying to get as high as they can, not only with the racket, but with the jump. They are jumping up to get it from the highest point. That is not what the serve is all about. Now, if I try and generate a little bit more power on my serve, I will get off the ground. But that's not because I'm trying to get up as high as I can to strike the ball. It's because I'm using more of my body. And I think about it as trying to rotate my body into the serve as quickly as possible. And getting off the ground allows me to do that. So if I'm loading up here, I want to be able to rotate as quickly as possible. I got to use the ground to allow me to do that. It isn't about this, right? We're not trying to jump up there and get the thing. So here we go.